1, 2.
Sucker mother! You pulled that too!
Actors spend years perfecting their craft, but sometimes the most unforgettable scenes happen when they aren't acting at all. In this video, we're uncovering 15 moments where movie magic happened by accident, scenes where real pain, surprise, or emotion took over and turned fiction into reality. From spontaneous stunts to genuine tears, get ready to see your favorite movies in a whole new light as we dive into the moments that left audiences and actors alike in awe. Number 15, chest waxing, the 40-year-old virgin. Steve Carell took method acting to a whole new level in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. The infamous chest waxing scene is now legendary, not only for its humor, but also for its sheer authenticity.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just your job.
Carell, committed to his craft, decided to make the experience as real as possible by actually having his chest waxed on camera with no special effects, fake hair, or makeup involved. The production team set up multiple cameras around the room to capture every angle of his reaction. The result was a sequence filled with genuine pain and unexpected reactions. Carell's screams, profanities, and facial expressions of agony were all completely real.
You pulled that too! You pulled that too! Why did you pull on 3?
He wasn't just acting, he was genuinely experiencing the torture of having his chest hair ripped out. His co-stars, caught up in the funny moment, responded with improvised lines that added to the scene's spontaneity. Carell's scream of "Kelly Clarkson" wasn't in the script but became an iconic line fans still quote today. This moment became a hallmark of the film's comedy, delivering an unforgettable experience that resonated with audiences for its unfiltered reality. This scene became more than just a comedic highlight, it revealed a vulnerable and relatable side of Steve Carell's character, Andy. By showing his genuine pain and discomfort, the audience saw Andy as a real person, not just a caricature of a 40-year-old virgin. Number 14, cracked rib, first blood. Sylvester Stallone is known for his dedication to his craft, and this was most evident in the 1982 action film First Blood. In a pivotal scene, Stallone's character, John Rambo, leaps off a cliff and crashes into a tangled mess of tree branches. The sequence was supposed to appear dangerous, but no one anticipated just how real it would become. During filming, Stallone misjudged the distance and slammed into the branches with full force, cracking a rib. The look of pain and the scream that followed were not acting. They were genuine reactions to a painful injury. Stallone chose to continue the scene, adding a level of intensity and authenticity that perfectly matched Rambo's character, a soldier who endures pain and hardship without hesitation. This moment underscored Stallone's commitment to realism and enhanced the film's impact, helping to cement its place in action movie history. Stallone's decision to keep filming despite his cracked rib showcased a deeper, more human side of John Rambo that resonated with fans. It wasn't just about physical toughness, it was about showing Rambo's resilience and determination to keep fighting no matter the cost. This moment allowed fans to see Rambo's struggle as not just a battle against external enemies but also an internal fight against pain and adversity. Number 13, Hyo Jung in Squid Game. Squid Game captured the world's attention with its brutal competition and shocking character deaths, but one scene stands out for its raw emotional power. In an incredibly poignant moment, player 240, played by Lee Yumi, sacrifices herself so that Se-byuk, portrayed by Hyo Jung, can continue in the game. This emotional climax struck a deep chord with viewers worldwide, amplified by Jung's unexpected and genuine reaction. As her co-star sacrifices herself, Jung's tears are not merely a performance. The weight of the moment overwhelmed her so much that even after the director yelled "cut," she couldn't stop crying. Jung later admitted that the emotional intensity of the scene lingered long after filming, causing her to collapse into her co-star's arms, unable to hold back her tears. The director chose to keep the cameras rolling, capturing this authentic display of grief that added an additional layer of realism to the scene. Jung's unexpected breakdown during this scene offered a rare glimpse into Se-byuk's hidden depths. Her reaction, unscripted and raw, turned what could have been a straightforward emotional beat into a powerful display of her character's inner inner conflict. By seeing Se-byok's tears and vulnerability, fans were able to connect with her beyond her role as a fierce competitor. This moment showcased her humanity, the pain of her past, her longing for a better future, and the emotional toll of the game, all of which made her character feel more relatable and layered. Jung's honest portrayal helped elevate Se-byok from a survivor to a symbol of perseverance and hope, making her a fan favorite. Number 12. Back Harness, The Exorcist. Released in 1973, The Exorcist remains one of the most terrifying horror films of all time, partly because some of the scares were all too real. In one of the film's most intense scenes, Linda Blair, playing the possessed Regan, is violently tossed back and forth on her bed by an unseen force. A harness was rigged to create the illusion of supernatural power, but during one take, the harness malfunctioned. Blair's screams in the scene were not scripted. They were genuine cries of pain, as the broken harness caused her to injure her back, resulting in a fractured spine. Her unplanned reactions added an unexpected level of horror to an already terrifying scene, making the experience more haunting for audiences. The injury was severe enough that Blair had to continue filming with a back brace. This unscripted moment not only reinforced the film's reputation as one of the scariest movies ever made, but also highlighted the unpredictable dangers actors sometimes face on set. Linda Blair's real-life injury during the filming of The Exorcist did more than just intensify the horror of the scene. It humanized her character, Regan. Audiences felt her genuine pain, not just as a character possessed by a demon, but as a young girl caught in a terrifying and uncontrollable situation. This vulnerability added depth to Regan's character, making her more than just a victim of supernatural forces. The authenticity of Blair's screams resonated with viewers, creating a bond with Regan that extended beyond the horror genre. Fans felt a mix of empathy and fear, which made the terror even more impactful. This moment solidified Regan as one of the most compelling horror characters, demonstrating that true fear often lies in the unexpected blend of reality and fiction. Number 11. Finn Wolfhard in Stranger Things. Stranger Things is celebrated for its nostalgic appeal and emotionally resonant moments, and Season 3 provided plenty of opportunities for its young cast to shine. The show's creators, the Duffer Brothers, often allowed their actors to improvise, leading to some of the series' most memorable scenes. One standout moment involves Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler, and Millie Bobby Brown, who portrays Eleven. In a touching grocery store scene, Mike awkwardly attempts to explain what love is to Eleven. The dialogue was supposed to be straightforward, but Wolfhard's nerves got the better of him. As he stumbled over his lines, the Duffer Brothers encouraged him to continue, capturing the natural awkwardness of the moment. The resulting scene perfectly captures the innocent confusion and endearing sincerity of young love. Wolfhard's genuine nervousness and his improvised dialogue lent an authenticity to the scene that perfectly encapsulated the complexities of Mike and Eleven's relationship. This candid moment struck a chord with viewers, highlighting the natural chemistry between the two actors and further solidifying Stranger Things as a show full of genuine, heartfelt performances. Wolfhard's unscripted nervousness and awkward improvisation brought an authenticity to Mike Wheeler that fans found incredibly charming. Rather than presenting Mike as a typical confident protagonist, this moment revealed the innocence and uncertainty of a teenager navigating his first experiences with love. Fans appreciated seeing this more tender, relatable side of Mike, as it made his character feel genuine and real, capturing the nuances of adolescence in a way that resonated deeply with viewers. Wolfhard's natural performance allowed fans to see Mike's vulnerability and growth, strengthening their emotional investment in his journey and the evolving dynamics of his relationship with Eleven. Number 10. Pennywise Reveal. It. Chapter 1. Authenticity is crucial in horror films, and It Chapter 1 nailed this by capturing genuine fear from its young cast. Director Andy Muschietti cleverly decided to keep Bill Skarsgård,
I craved you. Oh, I missed you.
who portrayed the terrifying Pennywise the Clown, away from the child actors until their first scene together. This technique was intended to ensure that their shock and terror were as real as possible when they encountered Pennywise for the first time during the infamous projector scene. In this scene, the kids are watching a series of slides when Pennywise's horrifying face suddenly appears, distorting into a monstrous grin. The kids' reactions, wide-eyed terror, screams, and frantic movements were not rehearsed. These were their genuine responses to seeing Skarsgård in full, frightening makeup for the first time. The raw fear and shock on their faces added an extra layer of terror to the film, creating an unforgettable moment that resonated with audiences and solidified its status as a modern horror classic. The scene's authenticity allowed the child characters to shine beyond their scripted roles, showing them as genuinely terrified kids rather than seasoned actors. This genuine display of fear helped the audience see the kids as real, courageous characters facing unimaginable horror. It highlighted their vulnerability and strength, making them more relatable and endearing to fans. By capturing their honest reactions, the film created a bond between the audience and the characters, making viewers feel as if they were part of the group, facing Pennywise's terror together. Number 9. Mary Mouser in Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai has featured its fair share of fights, each more intense and emotionally charged than the last. While most of these scenes are meticulously choreographed, with months of preparation and safety measures, some moments go beyond the script, capturing a level of realism that makes viewers believe they are witnessing a genuine conflict. One such moment occurs in Season 4, involving Mary Mouser, who plays Samantha LaRusso. In this pivotal scene, Samantha engages in a fierce fight with Tori, played by Peyton List. The tension between these characters had been building for several episodes, making this confrontation highly anticipated. During the intense exchange, Sam, played by Mouser, reaches out to grab Robbie's wrist, but instead accidentally grabs his thumb. This completely unscripted moment stemmed from a real-life injury Mouser had sustained just before filming. Earlier in the day, she had fallen and broken her thumb, making it challenging to perform the scene as directed.
You think I broke your heart? You broke mine too.
Rather than halt the shoot, Mouser chose to improvise, and her genuine struggle added an unplanned layer of authenticity to the fight. The pain visible on her face and the awkwardness of her grip were real, making the scene even more compelling. This incident exemplifies how even in a carefully controlled environment, the best moments can come from unexpected accidents, turning a mistake into memorable cinema. Number 8. Aragorn's injury. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is known for its epic battles, breathtaking landscapes, and unforgettable characters. But one of the most iconic scenes in the film wasn't just a triumph of acting, it was a moment of real pain and emotion for actor Viggo Mortensen. During the filming of the scene where Aragorn believes that Merry and Pippin have been killed, Mortensen was supposed to kick an orc helmet in frustration. What viewers didn't know was that, during one take, he kicked the helmet so hard that he broke 2 of his toes. Instead of breaking character, Mortensen channeled the intense pain into his performance. His anguished scream and collapse to the ground were entirely genuine, creating a raw and powerful moment that director Peter Jackson immediately knew was perfect for the final cut. The real pain on Mortensen's face added a deeper layer of intensity and authenticity to the scene, capturing Aragorn's grief and rage in a way that could never have been scripted. Mortensen's decision to stay in character after breaking his toes offered a profound insight into Aragorn's relentless spirit and emotional depth. Instead of merely being the stoic warrior, Aragorn becomes a figure of both physical and emotional endurance, one who feels pain deeply but channels it into strength. This moment highlighted Aragorn's unwavering dedication to his friends and his mission, and fans loved seeing this more vulnerable side of their hero. The genuine agony on Mortensen's face deepened the audience's connection to Aragorn, making his struggles and triumphs feel all the more real and impactful. It's a reminder that even the greatest heroes have moments of pain, which only makes their courage more admirable. Number 7. Ear Punch, Fight Club. Fight Club is a film known for its raw energy and unpredictable moments, but one of the most memorable scenes involved a real-life punch. During the shooting of the film, director David Fincher decided to add a layer of authenticity by instructing Edward Norton to actually hit Brad Pitt during their first fight scene. However, Fincher left out one crucial detail: he didn't tell Pitt when or where the punch would land. Norton unexpectedly chose to hit Pitt in the ear, resulting in a completely genuine reaction from Pitt. He exclaims in pain and surprise, "You hit me in the ear!"
By the ear, man.
Followed by a series of expletives. This reaction wasn't scripted, and the shock and annoyance on Pitt's face were real. This unscripted punch added to the chaotic and anarchic feel of the film, mirroring its unpredictable and rebellious spirit. The authenticity of the moment became one of the most iconic parts of the film, embodying its themes of raw masculinity and resistance to control. Brad Pitt's unscripted reaction to being punched in the ear revealed a more human side to his character, Tyler Durden. Instead of an invincible, untouchable figure, Tyler becomes someone who can be caught off guard, surprised, and even annoyed. This moment broke down the character's cool, enigmatic exterior and exposed a raw, spontaneous side, making him more accessible and relatable to viewers. Fans appreciated this glimpse of vulnerability in Tyler, which added depth to his rebellious, chaotic persona and made his dynamic with Edward Norton's character more engaging and authentic. Number 6. Head Smash, Foxcatcher. In the 2014 film Foxcatcher, Channing Tatum gave one of his most intense performances, but it was a scene involving a mirror that truly stood out. Playing Olympic wrestler Mark Schultz, Tatum is seen in a moment of extreme frustration and rage, slamming his head against a mirror with startling force. The intensity of this scene was not scripted. Tatum chose to take it further by smashing his head into a real mirror. The glass shattered, and the blood that flowed from Tatum's forehead was not a special effect, it was real. The scene captures the raw physicality and emotional turmoil of Schultz's character. Tatum's decision to push the boundaries physically mirrored Schultz's mental state, adding an unanticipated layer of authenticity to his performance. The fact that Tatum continued delivering his lines despite the pain demonstrated his commitment to his craft, creating a moment that left a lasting impact on audiences. Tatum's decision to smash his head into a real mirror didn't just add intensity to the scene, it offered a glimpse into the depths of Mark Schultz's inner turmoil. This act of raw emotion revealed a more vulnerable side of Schultz, showing him as a man grappling with immense psychological strain and physical frustration. Fans connected with the character on a deeper level, understanding his pain beyond the wrestling ring. Tatum's willingness to endure real pain for the sake of authenticity made Schultz's struggle feel more personal and relatable, allowing viewers to empathize with his battle against his own demons. Number 5. Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games franchise became a global sensation, in large part due to the powerful performances of its cast, with Jennifer Lawrence standing out in particular. Known for her ability to convey raw emotion, Lawrence brought intensity and depth to her portrayal of Katniss Everdeen, especially in the third installment of the series. One of the most compelling moments occurs when Katniss watches Peter Mellark
attack on the hydroelectric dam in District 5.
played by Josh Hutcherson, appear on television. In this scene, Katniss, after enduring immense emotional turmoil, realizes with overwhelming relief and shock that Peter is still alive. What makes this scene so striking is the authenticity of Lawrence's reaction. The director later revealed that Lawrence had not seen Hutcherson for a full week before filming, making her reaction completely genuine. The surprise, the tears welling in her eyes, and the disbelief radiating from her expression were entirely unscripted, as she responded naturally to seeing her co-star for the first time in days. This spontaneous moment added a new layer of emotional vulnerability to Katniss's character, transforming what could have been a routine scene into a profound and heart-wrenching cinematic moment. It reflects Lawrence's skill and how genuine emotion, when captured on screen, can deeply resonate with audiences, elevating the entire narrative of the film. Number 4. Nina Dobrev in The Vampire Diaries. Nina Dobrev has consistently proven her exceptional acting skills throughout her career, particularly in The Vampire Diaries. In a series filled with supernatural elements and dramatic twists, one scene stood out for its raw emotion and authenticity. In Season 4, Episode 15, her character, Elena Gilbert, faces a devastating emotional crisis. Overwhelmed by grief and loss, Elena decides to turn off her humanity.
Just make it stop. Please make it stop. It hurts.
A drastic choice that leads to an intense breakdown. Although Dobrev was scripted to cry, what happened next was entirely unplanned. Overcome by her own emotions, she fell to her knees, sobbing uncontrollably. This was not part of the script, and her fellow actor, Paul Wesley, who plays Stefan, was visibly confused, glancing toward the director for guidance. Dobrev later explained that her breakdown was triggered by the recent death of her grandfather. The grief she was feeling in real life translated directly into her performance, resulting in a scene that was heartbreakingly genuine. Dobrev's genuine emotional collapse during Eleanor Gilbert's intense scene exposed a raw and fragile side of her character that was rarely seen in the series. This unplanned breakdown stripped away Elena's defenses, allowing fans to witness her pain and desperation in a deeply moving way. It provided a stark contrast to Elena's usual strength and resilience, revealing the profound impact of her losses on her psyche. Fans resonated with this display of vulnerability, finding comfort in the fact that even the strongest characters can break under pressure. Dobrev's authentic performance deepened the emotional connection between Eleanor and the audience, making her journey feel more real and relatable. Number 3. Zendaya in Euphoria. Zendaya's portrayal of Rue in Euphoria has earned her widespread critical acclaim, particularly for her ability to channel a wide range of intense emotions. The show's director often gave Zendaya the freedom to improvise, especially during scenes that required heightened emotional expression. This creative freedom allowed her to bring a raw, genuine quality to her character, making each scene feel deeply personal and incredibly real. One of the most powerful moments in Season 2 involves a confrontation where Rue fights with her mother and sister. Despite their close relationships off-screen, the scene required a level of brutality that was both unexpected and unsettling.
Get out! Get the out of here!
During filming, Zendaya pushed the boundaries further by improvising, lightly hitting Elliot, played by Dominic Fike, in the face and unexpectedly yelling at Jules, portrayed by Hunter Schafer. The shock and surprise on the actors' faces were real, as they had not anticipated Zendaya's actions. This unscripted reaction added an invaluable layer of authenticity to the scene, making it even more compelling and intense. Zendaya's decision to improvise in such a high-stakes moment demonstrated her incredible talent and commitment to bringing her character's struggles to life with the utmost honesty. Number 2. The Riverdale cast. Riverdale has always delivered plenty of drama, both in its storylines and behind the scenes, but few moments have been as moving as the one that unfolded after Luke Perry's passing. The cast was heartbroken by the loss of their cherished co-star, and the show's creators decided to honor him by dedicating an entire episode to his character, Fred Andrews, giving him a touching and emotional farewell. During the filming of Fred's funeral, the emotions seen on screen were anything but scripted. The tears and sorrow visible on the actors' faces were genuine, born from their own grief over the loss of Perry. As the camera captured each actor's expression, the depth of their pain became strikingly clear, transforming what might have been a typical scene into an authentic tribute. It became evident that the actors could not easily separate their on-screen personas from their real-life feelings, making the farewell even more heartfelt and genuine. This moment touched fans deeply, becoming one of the series' most unforgettable episodes, and showing how genuine emotion can elevate a show's impact. By choosing to let the cast show their true emotions, the episode created a rare, powerful connection with viewers. Every tear shed was a reflection of the love and admiration the cast had for Perry, turning their grief into a sincere homage. This raw, unfiltered portrayal of loss gave fans a unique perspective on the close bonds Perry had formed with his colleagues, and it reinforced the idea that, beyond the characters and storylines, Riverdale is ultimately about the relationships that shape it. The episode served as a poignant reminder of the deep human connections that lie at the heart of every story, leaving a lasting impression on its audience. Number 1. Millie Bobby Brown in Stranger Things. Millie Bobby Brown has consistently proven herself as an extraordinary actress throughout her time on Stranger Things, with her performances captivating audiences and cementing her as a key figure in the show's success. In Season 4, she delivered several unforgettable moments, but 2 in particular stand out for their emotional depth. The first memorable instance, however, occurs in Season 3 during the intense sauna scene, where Eleven faces off against Billy, played by Dacre Montgomery. After a fierce and draining confrontation, Eleven collapses into the arms of Mike, portrayed by Finn Wolfhard, sobbing uncontrollably. What made this scene so powerful was not just Brown's ability to convey deep vulnerability, but the genuine emotion that spilled into the moment. Finn Wolfhard later shared that he was genuinely taken aback by Brown's performance, to the point where he glanced toward the director, unsure if what he was witnessing was scripted or a real emotional breakdown. Brown later revealed that her collapse came from actual exhaustion, as she had been filming under grueling conditions throughout the day. This raw, unscripted display of emotion was captured on camera, adding an authenticity that intensified the scene and left a lasting impact on viewers. Her vulnerability not only enhanced the realism of the moment, but also resonated deeply with fans, showcasing Brown's remarkable range and commitment to her craft. From hilarious mishaps to heartfelt emotions, these moments show us that the best parts of filmmaking can often come from the unexpected. It's a reminder that behind every great performance is a genuine human experience.